While our clients and our law firm are not opposed to conducting the test as stated in our reply, we draw attention to Section 57 of the Child Rights. Baba Falana sọ pé Mohbad nìkan ló lè béèrè DNA. Baba Falana, you should know better. They are requesting for DNA because a lot of hidden agenda had surrounded Mohbad's death.
Justice for Mohbad. That is all we want, and that is all we'll be talking about, nothing more. All of a sudden, Wunmi got a seasoned lawyer, senior advocate, a man who a lot of people respected, a man who became popular due to his activism. But people have lost trust and hope in this man and the body of work that has been presented over time. I'm talking about Femi Falana Chambers. The energy that we are receiving from that Chambers, I know that the work of a lawyer is to defend, regardless, to defend. But such a sensitive case as this one, I'm kind of thinking that Femi Falana should know that it's time to back away from Wunmi Adebanjo, because she's never married to Mohbad. She cannot be Cynthia Wunmi Aloba. It's time for him to back away. But now there is a new twist. The lawyer, according to what you're about to hear, and for our international audience, you're going to get your translation for sure as analysis progress. Mohbad's father is being, am I going to use the word demonized? He's being said to be unserious. He does not want to meet up for discussion on how to proceed on justice for Mohbad. You see, Wunmi decided to get lawyer Falana. At the beginning, he might thought that he was going to represent the interest of Mohbad. But it is now clear that Wunmi engaged the lawyer Falana to help her fight, to set her free from the shackles of evil wickedness. She knew that soon all of this will come to light. She knew that throwing that charm, that piece of cloth, into the coffin of Mohbad as a way of shutting down Mohbad's spirit, like, we are going to lock you down. She knows inside of her heart that judgment is so near. Imagine, they are paying lawyers, bloggers, with the same sweat, the money of Mohbad, fighting Mohbad's father, threatening Mohbad's life, Mohbad's father's life, the same way they threatened his father, using his own money. Imagine how they took the thumb of a lifeless young man in Mole and put it on paper. Their lawyer ran away with it and made up some strange will and said that Mohbad willed all he had and what he is going to still have on Liam. As if the guy knew he was going to die and he decided to do, no, we know these are all lies. I want you to listen to this one and we'll talk more.
Reply to Falana from Baba Mohbad ó look very, very unprofessional of him. And àwọn ọjà tí Falana máa ń jà ni pé àwọn ìjà kárí mi, àwọn ìjà bí kò sọ pé nǹkan kan ṣẹlẹ̀ níbí báyìí o, èèyàn báyìí ló lọ síbẹ̀. Àwọn ìjà tí kámẹ́rà máa gbé. Now, mo rí press release tí Falana release nípa Baba Mohbad tó fi reply Baba Mohbad. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sáré kà. Because our attention has been drawn to the reckless statement credited to Mr. Joseph Aloba on several online platforms, television and radio stations regarding Mr. Femi Falana. This rejoinder is necessary to set the record straight. On the roles played so far by our law firm is unraveling the circumstance surrounding the death of Ilerioluwa. It is no longer news that Mohbad died in September 2023 under questionable circumstances. Upon the death of this young man, many well-meaning Nigerians and human rights groups contacted our office to assist in unraveling the circumstances surrounding his death. Baba Falana, you are lying. Nobody contacted you. Immediately tí Mohbad kú, Wunmi sáré lọ gba Falana. Kí ni Wunmi gba Falana fún? Ó fẹ́ cover shit up. Òótọ́ ìgbà tí Wunmi lọ bá Baba Falana. Baba Falana rò bí pé òun fẹ́ jà fún gbogbo family ni. Kò mọ̀ pé òun nìkan ni Wunmi dá gbà. Ìtorí kí Falana lè cover shit Wunmi up. They contacted you because unbelief where you have your integrity. Your integrity is still intact. But unfortunately, reverse was the case. The widow Emma, many groups contacted our office to assist Emma Love and Like Please to assist in unraveling the circumstance surrounding his death and get justice for the family. The widow of the late singer. Wunmi is Mohbad's baby mama. Iya omo. They still confirm until Taba confirm DNA. Abiko yeyin until Taba confirm DNA. At that junction, Mr. Falana called Mohbad's father and commiserated with him and assured him of his readiness. You are a liar, you want to cockini. Falana called Mohbad's daddy that he wants to come and see him. Time yellow deni Wunmi pe. Ipo unfe wa baba Mohbad káwọn jọ sọ̀rọ̀. Ipe kan dáríjì òun. Bàbá dé sọ pé ṣé ìgbà tọ́mọ òun kú lòun máa dáríjì ẹ̀. Ipo ke o tó bá fẹ́ wá bá wọn o. Falana náà ti pè òun pé òun gbọ́ o. Ẹ bá wá bá òun direct o. Ẹ lọ true lawyer òun. Ẹ má pè mọ́. Mo fẹ́ jẹ́ kẹ́ fún mi evidence ibi tẹ́ tún ti pè. Falana, you did not call that man again just because you wanted him, you thought you can come and see him directly. If you compensate, you can settle out of court. Immediately, tí bàbá yẹn sọ fún pé kẹ́ lọ true lawyer. Ìwọ àti Wunmi ò máa pè mọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa sọ lọ. Our office immediately petitioned the Commissioner of Police Lagos Command requesting a thorough investigation into the case. You did not petition the Lagos Commissioner of Police. The Lagos State Governor did. Because when the Buhari was too much about the death of Mohbad, the Lagos State Governor set up that coroner inquest. Now, while our clients and our law firm are not opposed to conducting the test as stated in our reply, we drew attention to Section 57 of the Child Rights. Baba Falana sọ pé Mohbad nìkan ló lè béèrè DNA. Baba Falana, you should know better. They are requesting for DNA because a lot of hidden agenda had surrounded Mohbad's death. If you were not fighting for Wunmi, even you, Falana, you will ask for that DNA of Liam. So stop calling whites black for your gullible followers. Only meanwhile, the coroner has since taken testimonies from several witnesses, including Mr. Joseph Aloba and Mississippi and Wunmi Cynthia Aloba. However, the proceedings have been stalled due to the delay in getting the autopsy report from the Nigerian Police Force and the Lagos State government. Having said the above, we find it preposterous that Mr. Joseph Aloba has said that Mr. Falana and Wunmi Cynthia Aloba be held responsible if he is killed. Falana, Baba did not say that they should hold you responsible if he is killed. Baba Falana,
of course,
video tí Baba ṣe gbọ́. Baba sọ pé
is important.
Òun kọjá ní Ọjọ́ta, òun rí èrè Gani Fáwẹ́hìnmí. Olóhun wá wò pé ṣebí tó bá jẹ́ pé Falana náà ṣe dáadáa. Ìjọ kan náà ó máa gbé èrè tiẹ̀ náà síbẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n ó ní ó ṣe dáadáa because ó rí gbogbo nǹkan tó surround ikú Mohbad. Ó yìí ń support Wunmi, ó yìí ń gbé Wunmi lẹ́yìn. Nǹkan tí bàbá yẹn sọ nìyẹn. Despite the fact pé ó rí gbogbo nǹkan tó sọ pé Wunmi ṣe, ó yìí ń gbé Wunmi lẹ́yìn. Bàbá yẹn wá sọ to the extent pé unfortunately ọmọ Èkìtì dẹ̀ tún ní ẹ́. Àbí kan tí mo sọ yẹ bàbá dẹ̀ sọ pé tóun bá ti kú because bàbá Fálànà ẹ gbọ́ àbí ẹ rí pé Wunmi threaten ni bàbá yẹn bàbá ní tóun bá ti kú kọ́ mú wà tí Wunmi fine ó lè sọ náà because ó gbẹ́ pé Wunmi sọ pé òun máa pa bàbá yẹn máa kú Fálànà ò máa sọ nǹkan kan pa ẹ̀ ó máa correct client ẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ kí n máa kà lọ. We have taken appropriate measure under the law to restrain Mr. Aloba from further associating with Mr. Fálànà. Bàbá go fẹ́ bá yín ṣiṣẹ́. Bàbá ò fẹ́ bá yín ṣe yín lè fẹ́ lọ bẹ̀ bàbá pé kó settle out of court Fálànà. Ó sọ pé kí bàbá restrain from you. Ṣé bàbá súnmọ́ yín ni? From further associating Mr. Fálànà with murder and other forms of criminal offences. We will not allow Mr. Aloba and his cohort to destroy the reputation which Mr. Fálànà. Tí Mr. Fálànà bá mọ̀ pé wọ́n ní reputation ni ẹ̀yin tẹ́ kọ lẹ́tà on behalf of Fálànà. Kò ní máa hùwà tó ń hù yìí because Fálànà bí ṣe sọ́njọ́ sí with whom Fálànà tá ṣe mọ̀ sí ìgbà tá ń dàgbà. A mọ̀ sí pé kò ń gbàbẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀. Kò kì í ṣojú ṣáájú ṣùgbọ́n nínú kéèsì Wunmi ó ti wà compromised. Gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ kí Fálànà ní kó arrest wọn máa arrest wọn. Àwọn dàróṣà. Àwọn oríṣiríṣi tó wà ńbẹ̀ ìgbà tí Wunmi gan tó ń gbé ìjà yìí. Ó jẹ́ kí Wunmi ti wà láti mọ́lé. Because ó mọ nǹkan tó ó wà ńbẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ mọ ikú tó pa Mohbad. Bóyá kò wá sóòótọ́ fún ẹni o Fálànà kò yé mi. Jẹ́ ká máa sọ̀rọ̀ wa lọ. Finally, Mr. Aloba is definitely deceiving himself. How can you prove that? As a lawyer, ẹ sọ pé Mr. Aloba ń deceive ara ẹni. Can you give us proof? Because nílùú tí mo wà yìí, ó kàn lè máa accuse èèyàn, ó kàn lè máa sọ̀rọ̀, agbọ́tà wa normal people bá ń sọ. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹni tó jẹ́ pé lawyer, kẹ́ máa kọ pé Mr. Aloba is deceiving himself. Can you put out the proof that Mr. Aloba is deceiving himself? He believes that his empty and vulgar abuse will force us to withdraw. Chengo, what's up, Baba? Feel pé tó bàbá bá sọ pé bàbá Fálànà àti Wunmi ló ó fẹ́ pa òun. Ó máa jẹ́ káwọn withdraw. Ibi tẹ́ ti wà professional ni. How can you jump into that assumption? Ipe torí bàbá sọ pé tóun bá kú o kàn mú Fálànà àti Wunmi, ó fẹ́ jẹ́ kẹ́ withdraw. Withdraw from what? Ẹ ti gbàgbé tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ ti gbowó iṣẹ́ yín. Bàbá ò expect kẹ́ withdraw. Ó sọ pé bàbá ń sọ̀rọ̀. Bàbá fẹ́ jẹ́ káwọn withdraw nínú kéèsì Wunmi ló ṣe sọ pé àwọn fẹ́ pa. Ẹ máa rántí because at the end of the day ṣé mọ̀ pé nǹkan tí Wunmi tẹnumọ́ lójoojúmọ́ nìyẹn. Nǹkan tí Wunmi sọ fún Fálànà ni Fálànà ń fọn jáde. Fálànà ògo jókòó kó ṣe investigation tiẹ̀. Ṣé rántí pé gbogbo platform tí Wunmi ń lọ nǹkan tí Wunmi sọ nìyẹn pé bàbá fẹ́ jogún ó fẹ́ jogún ni bàbá fẹ́ jogún ni. Jọ Wunmi tí bàbá bá jogún kọ́ àwọn family ẹ̀ ló ṣiṣẹ́ ogún tó fẹ́ jẹ ni. Wunmi jẹ ṣé ó ṣe síbi tó ti fẹ́ jẹ yẹn ni. Ó ṣe síbẹ̀ bàbá yìí ló tọ́jú ọmọ ẹ̀ bàbá yìí ló bówó tó fi tọ́jú ọmọ ẹ̀. Tí bàbá bá sọ pé Wunmi fẹ́ pa òun ó lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ láti sọ. Bàbá lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ láti sọ jẹ́ n tún play fún ẹ bí yóò gbọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tún play.
Hello.
Yeah.
Bàbá.
Yes, ma'am.
Ìyá ló sọ̀rọ̀. Ikú máa pa ìyá mi máa tó bí burúkú ni. Ikú máa pa yín bàbá. Ikú máa pa ìyá mi. Ẹ̀rọ tó bí burúkú ni. Pẹ́sì ni àwọn obìnrin tí wọ́n wọ́n ṣe pọ́ mi. Àwọn obìnrin tí wọ́n mọ́ mi. Àwọn obìnrin tí wọ́n mọ́ mi. Ẹ̀yìn kú rẹ̀. Bàbá. Àwọn obìnrin tí wọ́n náà. Wọ́n sọ fún yín. Wọ́n mú yá fún gbàgbọ́n. Àwọn obìnrin tí wọ́n ní. Ẹ̀dá ọmọ mi bá ọkọ mi dàbí. Ẹ̀dá ọmọ mi bá ọkọ mi. Àwọn obìnrin tí wọ́n náà. Àwọn obìnrin tí wọ́n náà. Àwọn obìnrin tí wọ́n náà. Ẹ̀kọ́ máa kú kó ẹ̀ máa kú tẹ̀lé. Ẹ̀kọ́ máa kú kó àgbàlagbà.
Ṣé bàbá wà ńbẹ̀ ìgbà tí ọkọ tí Mohbad kú? Ṣé bàbá wà ńbẹ̀ ìgbà tí Mohbad kú? Oní tí nǹkan kan bá ṣe bó ṣe ṣọkọ ẹ̀ kò lè dùn mí fún ẹ̀. Kò lè dùn mí fún ẹ̀. Ṣebí Kàrímọ́ fi statement síta. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ ka statement Kàrímọ́ tó sọ pé ìyá yín neglect yín ni. Property tí ìyá yín ò ṣiṣẹ́ fún ibi tẹ́ ẹ̀ ṣe sí tẹ́ fẹ́ jẹ. Ó ní gbogbo owó tó bá ṣẹ́gun sí ló máa ń jẹ. Ṣé ìyá ẹ̀ Wunmi àbí ìyá yín pọ̀rípọ̀rí ìyá yín ṣó ṣe ẹ̀gúsí Mohbad ló ṣe fẹ́ jẹ ni? Ẹ bá mi love and like. Because tá bá máa sọ wá máa sunkún kiri property ló fẹ́ jogún. ṣé kò gbọ́ pé sọ pé Darosha àbúrò ìyá Mohbad ó ti embalm Mohbad ó ti gbéyàn lé lọ́yà ẹjọ́ kí wá lóde tó sọ pé bàbá fẹ́ jogún ọmọ Wunmi àti Darosha àtàwọn family ẹ̀ ó ti jogún Mohbad kí bàbá tó débẹ̀ tí bàbá ò bá lọ ni ṣámọ̀ nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe fún Mohbad gan ni okay wọ́n sọ pé Mohbad wà dead on arrival kan tó gbà tó gbé wá hospital kí lẹ gbé padà sílé tẹ́lẹ̀ embalm ẹ̀ fún ṣe fẹ́ lọ sin ni ẹ máa pé bàbá yìí wọ́n tẹ́tì mi ìyá Mohbad máa lẹ pé Ọlọ́run sọ pé kí bàbá Mohbad wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ẹ bá mi pé bàbá fáàsì kò bọ́ síbí ẹ jẹ́ kí n máa play ẹ lọ.
Which I know that someone have dressed him in that form. They embalm me. And they said it's Darosha that embalm and do such a thing like that.
And you said there was salt on his chest?
Yes. It's already packed. Yes, it's already packed. They embalm him with a local way, put salt, put a cotton wound in the nose, in the ear. That is how I met him.
And the salt was where?
The salt was at the chest. They put it at the chest. It's not a bowl, they just put it at the chest. I asked them what they said that is how to embalm because with my experience I didn't know that kind of something. At least when somebody dead then they're supposed to take it to the mortuary. That's be supposed.
Àbí bàbá ní láti ọjọ́ tóun ti wà láyé òun mọ̀ pé embalm yàn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn èèyàn tó kú kí lè dé gbé lọ sí mortuary ẹjọ́ ṣé bàbá Fauci ò gbọ́ gbogbo eléyìí ni kí ló dé tó gbé lọ sí mortuary tó wá gbé padà sílé tí Darosha tó wá fi gbogbo skills pé òun ti ṣiṣẹ́ ní MIC rí Darosha gbókúgbókú Darosha oníbàámẹ́ǹtì sọnù gbé lọ mọ́ṣúárì ìgbà tí hospital sọ fún yín tó dẹ̀ fún Wunmi ní death certificate tó jẹ́ kẹ́ gbé lọ mọ́ṣúárì gbé lọ wá gbé padà sílé Darosha lọ embalm ẹ̀ kí ni intention wọn tó fi lọ embalm ẹ̀ nílé ẹjọ́ kí ni ṣé bàbá Fauci ò rí gbogbo eléyìí ni ẹ bá mi pé bàbá Fálànà ẹ wá ní bàbá Mohbad ń dárúkọ yín kí lẹ fẹ́ ṣe tó bá dárúkọ yín kí lẹ fẹ́ ṣe ni mo béèrè ẹ jẹ́ ká máa gbọ́ lọ.
Be the first thing, but they had to carry the body back home for them to do their evil things. Could you believe that I met a lawyer?
Confirm.
Not a doctor. Inside that compound, just for them to arrange what they wanted to arrange.
Ṣé ń gbọ́ ẹ tún gbé ọmọ padà sílé pé doctor ò sí ńbẹ̀ o mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé by right Mohbad máa ní doctor pé doctor àbí kò yín ẹ wá pé lawyer pé àfáà ẹ bá mi pé àfáà tó pé yẹn àfáà yẹn náà jẹ́ bá wa pé gbogbo Muslim association kó bá wa wá àfáà yẹn síta àfáà yẹn ìgbà tí Mohbad sọ pé òun ò ṣe mọ́ tí Mohbad fẹ́ lọ ńgbà yẹn àfáà yìí pẹ̀ láwọn tó parí ìjà fún wọn kí ló dé tó pé àfáà yẹn ṣé kó wá gbàdúrà ni pé lọ́yà Wunmi tí wá sọ pé Mohbad ò kì í sign signature ipò máa ń tan print ni Wunmi Ọlọ́run abíẹ́ ìṣẹ̀dá Mohbad abíẹ́ òkú àwọn oníjí onísinmi àfi tó bá bọ́ta sọ nǹkan tó ṣe àti gbogbo èyí tẹ́ mọ̀ nípa ikú ọmọ yìí ọmọ tó kọrin ọmọ tó lè compose Mohbad kàwé bó tẹ̀ jẹ́ pé kò parí ń poli ẹni tó lè máa compose orin fúnra ẹ̀ àbọ̀ sọ fún ẹ pé ó lọ́nra orin bì kan ni ọmọ tó lè compose orin fúnra ẹ̀ kò wá nílé sign mọ́ àwọn anton print bàbá illiterate àwọn tó jẹ́ illiterate kan tó kàwé wọ́n yìí máa ṣe yamayama síbẹ̀ tó máa sign wọn ò ton print because anybody can use that ton print ìtorí ẹ wá ti pa ọmọ yẹn ẹ wò pé àwọn dọ́kúmẹ́ǹtì tó dé ìwà èmi dẹ̀ máa pọ́ ọmọ yẹn òfin kọ́kọ́ sórúkọ Liam ṣọmọ tó ti mọ̀ ẹ́ pé ọmọ òun kọ́ ni Liam láti wá fi gbogbo ogún sórúkọ Liam Wunmi ò ṣe máa ro oko tó parọ́ bàbá Fálànà tó dẹ̀ lọ bá náà ṣé o sọ gbogbo eléyìí fún wọn Wunmi ọmọ tó ń compose orin fúnra rẹ̀ kò wá ní mọ bó ṣe ń sign ó wá sọ pé Mohbad ò kì í sign Mohbad máa ń tan print ni Wunmi ò dẹ̀ bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run ò bẹ̀rù ọjọ́ àti sùn ṣe bọ́mọ nìwọ náà gbé dání yẹn. ẹ jẹ́ ká máa play lọ.
I was so sure when I hear say the 26 years was having a will. Me as a father, I'm 60 years of age now. I did not have something like that. I never think of say writing my will. 26 years old boy.
Àbí ẹ bá wá pé bàbá Fálànà ó dàbí Wunmi ò sòótọ́ fún. Gbogbo ẹ̀ ó wá wílẹ̀ fún Liam. Who does that Wunmi? Ọlọ́run á bí ẹ. ẹ jẹ́ ká máa play ẹ lọ.
Was writing a will, which is capital no. So they have to collaborate with the lawyer. The lawyer to maybe to put his hand into many things that is not right. 26 years of age, now thinking of have his own way. And Mohbad is the kind of person that he can never think or say he want to use hand to stop it. So instead of that, he will sign. Because he's dead, they have to call lawyer to do their own mathematics inside.
So
it's God that want to expose them.
So I'm asking, what did he complete or sign the will?
He interpreted the way instead of sign.
Ó complete.
And you don't believe that
I did not believe that in my life. He cannot.
So the narrative that was put out there at the initial period when Mohbad RIP'd was that Mohbad's father was only interested in what his son has or had. But I'm kind of thinking, what does Mohbad have in those days? Nothing really worth it. Maybe some couple of millions of naira. Because it wasn't really like, things weren't like, that is if we are to go by what we were told, that his record label did not settle him as he should, give him what he needs to get, and they owe him, blah, blah, blah. But if his record label really paid him that huge amount of money, will Mohbad be living in a rented apartment? I think Mohbad will want to buy his own house. Yeah, he will want to buy his own house. The RIP of Mohbad actually paid Mohbad more than when he was alive. This is what Wunmi'S family saw. This is what Wunmi herself saw. And they capitalized on it. They said, you know what? DNA will not be done. And do not forget that the RIP of Mohbad and all that surrounds it comes from that question that he asked. Who is the father of this child? Where did you bring this child from? Why didn't you give birth to this child in an hospital? Why did you give birth to this child where there will be no records? She looked for some of those unauthorized tradomedical or whatever. Anyway, she just gave birth to a child to the child somewhere. No official records, no hospital that can be traced to the birth of that child. But they were able to get a birth certificate. Well, Wunmi wants us to believe that Mohbad's father is after Mohbad's property. As if it makes sense that Wunmi should be the one. I'm beginning to see a lot of things wrong with our society. A father strive, break his fingers, knuckles, knee, leg, sometimes go without eating, sacrifice, rain, sunshine, winter, cold. Mother, they do the same. And they give birth to this child. The child thrives, becomes great in life, and gets entangled with a lady. And all of a sudden, the parents are of no use. They are not important. This lady believes that all that this man owns, everything about this man belongs to her. And that's it. Even if the Bible says that a man and a woman should leave their parents and cleave to each other and become one, does that mean that your parents are of no use? They are not important? You don't take care of them? What about the same scripture that says you should honor your father and your mother? You don't know what honor is. You think it's by saying good morning, sir, good morning, daddy, good morning, ma. No, good morning, mommy. That's not the honor. You have to honor your parents when you know that you have a part of their life that you need to fulfill, such as finance. Unless you know that they are capable of taking care of themselves, but still, maybe once in a while you want to do something because you know you're richer. You know you have financial, you know you are strong there. There are things that you know you have to do for them. Your child becomes rich and he is not useful to you. It won't do nothing for you. Then one lady hijack, the lady and their family hijack the man. Why can't the family of Mohbad also hijack Wunmi? Would it have been possible for them to have hijacked Wunmi to do for them everything? Why is it that the family of a man must suffer? And the family of the woman will now inherit, their daughter will inherit the man, inherit everything they have. Why? It's not good. That's why we have this imbalance. Now, Wunmi and Mohbad are not married. But let us assume that somehow they went ahead with the marriage, traditional marriage, not really, they didn't go to the court, they did the customary wedding, blah, blah, blah. Let's say they even did all of this. Does that mean that Mohbad's father cannot request for DNA? How dare they say that Mohbad's father is after his son's money? The man should not be ashamed to say, yes, I am interested in my son's money. I want to know, is my son, is he your son? I'm kind of liking the energy Mohbad's father is putting into it now. The narrative, they say that the only thing you're interested in is, it's an insult to even ask such question, that the only thing he's interested in. How can you ever say such? You mean the RIP of Mohbad is nothing to him? How can you feel more pain than Mohbad's father? After all, every one of us, after the comment, analysis, the pain, the tears, we'll move on with our lives. It's not your child that died. It's not your son, not your brother. So, at the end of the day, the loss and the tears and the pain, the actual one, is still from the parent of this young man. Unfortunately, the mother of Mohbad, she's not a woman that we can, applaud. She's a terrible woman. She's a terrible human. She decided to lay a bed alongside the enemy, those that are behind the RIP of her son. While Mohbad's father, he can't sleep at home, running right, left, and center, because he's afraid that they will snuff him out, since he is the only key to getting the truth about the RIP of Mohbad and DNA. He is the only source of it. He knows. He can't sleep at home. He said it. And now lawyer Falana and Wunmi, they are coming up with this narrative that, Mohbad's father is not serious. Why? Because he didn't come to them so that he can settle this quietly. Imagine someone take your son out and he wants to settle. They are calling a lawyer so that they can talk to you and give you some money. The money they want to give to you is not even their money, because the family of this lady, they are broke. Wunmi does not work. She has never done a job before. All she does is Olusho business. And this Olusho business, it is low-key, pro, you know what I mean? She's got nothing from it. Just imagine. They want to settle Mohbad's father with Mohbad's father's sons. Let me rephrase again. They want to settle Mohbad's father with Mohbad's money. Does it make sense to you? Like, I taught my son how to sing, taught him discipline, taught him carpentry, sent him to school, gave him some of the lyrics. Mohbad was a backup singer for his father, even though they were not singing this secular music. They were into more Christian moral and all of that. Imagine. Can you imagine this? Does it cross your mind like sensible? You want to settle me, you want us to discuss, then you want to settle me with the money that my son worked for. How stupid can that be? Like the family of Wunmi, they believe that they are in charge. Since your son married our daughter, so that's it. Everything that he has belongs to our daughter and the son. God forbid. God forbid. God forbid. At the end of the day, it is clear to us who is actually after the property of Mohbad, who took a thumbprint of Mohbad whilst he was lying there lifeless. Who did it? Who called lawyer and not the father of Mohbad? Who did all of these things? Wunmi. So Wunmi has a right to go after Mohbad's property. Like, seriously? She's going to say, yes, I need the money to take care of Mohbad's son. Okay. The man said, really, if this child is really Mohbad's son, can we confirm this through DNA test? And they said no. They said no. They said no. Can you all see how wicked, how evil these people are? Regardless of the lawyer that they think, I like 2023 and 2024 is going to be better. There are certain people, like Blog, like Gist Lover, that has become useless. Like Yabo Jotonto DK, that some few people respected here and there. They've lost it. Actress Yabo Jotonto DK, both of them lost it. Lawyer Femi Falana, if you look at his body of work, if you look at what he has done, his antecedents and all of that, all of a sudden, everything is just, everything has dropped. It has become rubbish. That is how bad it is. That's how bad it is. This RIP of Mohbad has really shed light into the dark. It has shed light into. It has made us see the reality. It has made us look beyond what we were made to see. And now, people are beginning to look inwards. They are beginning to kind of reflect that you just don't go by what you hear, by what you see, like, oh, this person. People take time to let's evaluate better. I don't know what you guys think about this one. Drop your comment, like and share. See you in the next update.